Hi there. Welcome to another exciting, no, instructive, maybe not so known edition of the Springboard Hangout. The Springboard Hangout, as you know, is a educative program where we have fun and educate ourselves about issues that concern us in life. Today, we have a different but inspiring edition of the Springboard Hangout. The Springboard Hangout, as you know, is your educative program brought to you by the Springboard Roadshow Foundation in partnership with the Ghana Grows program. Ghana Grows was brought to you by the Mastercard Foundation in partnership with the Springboard Roadshow Foundation. Today in the Hangout studios, I am looking at diligence, I'm looking at resilience, looking at inclusion, and very importantly, the power of opportunity. Every single day across Ghana, persons with disability face all sorts of challenges, all sorts of barriers to get access to education, employment, even just being accepted in society. Yet, beyond these barriers are powerful, extremely amazing stories of determination, innovation, and hope. Today, we have two generations of persons with disability, different journeys, advocacy, and resilience. Importantly, I have joining us today Michael Asare. He's my extremely good guide about issues concerning persons with disability. And he's a founder of No Limit Consult as well as No Limit Foundation. We are joined by Edna Vorsah. Edna is an entrepreneur with her own business after looking for work for more than 7 years and not get any. What do their stories have in common? But very importantly, where does the change, that hope that makes them move forward every single day? Today is all about inclusion, but it's about inclusion with a twist of resilience and just saying that I would do it despite any obstacle anyone will place in my way. We're going for a quick break. When we return, we'll meet Edna, a young innovator as well as one of the top 10 finalists in the Enterprise Spotlight, as well as Michael, someone you would need and love to know. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. He's a
Some of us also the slide coming when somebody said that 95% of what he knows, he got it from Springboard.
I've been following Springboard, and I think it's a very interesting place.
Much again, it's always inspiring to hang around you.
18 years ago, Springboard Virtual University began as an idea, a broadcast that was reflecting on the good society and on the topic, how much land does a man need? Comfort and I were very excited, but we never had an idea about how big this could become. Today we look back at 18 years and just want to say a big thank you to every resource person that has made your thoughts and wisdom available to our listeners and viewers, every past and present sponsor, mentioning especially the Enterprise Group, MTN Ghana, and the Ghana Grows program, a collaboration between Mastercard Foundation and Springboard, especially thanking the multimedia group as well for being so committed throughout the years. Today we want to thank our listeners and viewers. You have been amazing. Thank you and thank you and thank you again. A special thank you to you listening today, and a commitment that going forward we'll work together to become even 10 times better than we are today and make this continually the place to always be every Sunday evening. So thank you for what you have done what you are doing, and what you continue to do together on Springboard, your virtual university. Happy anniversary, and God bless you.
Welcome back to the Springboard Hangout with Comfort Ocran. Program brought to you by the Springboard Roadshow Foundation in partnership with the Ghana Growth Program, a project initiated by the MasterCard Foundation in partnership with the Springboard Roadshow Foundation. Today is about opportunity, it's about potential, it's about mindset, and very, very importantly, the kind of society we are bringing or building together, especially for our persons who need to be included in every aspect of life. So we have here Michael. Michael, how did you come into my life?
You invited me to be a part of Springboard Roadshow Foundation's
No, but
program.
how did I know about? How did I get to know about you?
So
I now remember. We're doing a program. We're doing a program.
Celebrating Disability World Disability Day.
Doing
fashion
a fashion show,
show.
which Edna
was on the fashion.
was on the fashion. But you know,
It was a
Edna
part-
was the one who brought the idea up.
Wow.
Edna won the Young Innovators Award.
Okay.
And as part of it, we did interviews.
All right.
And during the interview, Edna expressed the fact that she had gone to,
No, Ghana's
was beautiful. About
Was-
3 times she wanted to be a part of the pageant, but she had been rejected. So when she said that, the idea just came up to my mind that, so why don't we have a beauty pageant for persons with disability?
Beautiful.
And so based on that, we had one on World Disability Day,
Yes.
and then we invited you as a judge.
One of the judges. on the day.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that is how our paths crossed.
Yeah, exactly. And it's been a wonderful part for me to have crossed on.
Wow. Right. So before all this, what was young Michael like? What was your background, Michael?
So for me, thank you so much, Lady C. Growing up, I was born into a family of 5. I'm the youngest of all. Three ladies and then 2 gentlemen, which I'm the youngest of all. And I wasn't born with a disability.
Right.
So at the age of 5 is when I became paralyzed for the very first time. And it was a shock to everybody. But thankfully, and God being so good, one way or the other, I regained my strength again. And then the second time I became paralyzed again, just when I was about to go to class 1.
Wow.
And it's interesting that I went to primary school at the University Primary School.
Right.
And so there, when I gained that strength, this time I lost strength in my limbs.
Right.
And so I used to walk like how Edna sort of walks now. So dragging my feet and helping it with my upper body move. And so that's how it started with the disability. And fortunately for me, I had parents who believed in education.
Right.
And so they ensured that I went to mainstream school. And at the primary school, the kids will mimic the way I walk. And it was very irritating. I used to get angry. My whole time in school, I'm always looking out for a child to catch them.
And do what to them?
You know, the kids are smart. They knew that I couldn't run as fast as they could.
Right.
So they will always make sure when they made fun, there was a gap in between us.
Yeah.
So that when I tried to catch them, they ran away. So the rest of my day in school, I'm also trailing them to find them somewhere and grab them, put them on the ground and press.
Oh dear.
Because they say that is down this field. When I'm down there, that's where my strength comes in.
That is where you have your strategic strength.
Exactly. So that's what I wanted them for.
Advantage.
God works in mysterious ways. One day I saw a little girl. Then I was in class 3, and the little girl was in nursery, swinging.
Right.
And she asked me, "Why do you walk like that? Why are you walking like that?" And I didn't know why, and I couldn't even explain why I was walking the way I was walking.
Right.
Then she tells me that she wants to show me how to walk. So I should walk like the way she walks. That's when I realized that the kids don't understand what is. They are just making fun, not because, but they don't understand it.
Right, right.
And also my mom one day saw kids in my neighborhood making fun, mimicking the way I walk. And then elderly people also would verbally abuse me by saying, they will insult you, why are you walking like that? You go and go, you'll be stuck. And I get furious. And so one day my mom saw me and she was like, Michael, you are who God says you are. And not what people say you are. Don't dwell on what they say. Remember, you are who God says you are. And for me, the light came on for me that day.
Right.
When I heard those words, I said to myself, despite my challenges, I'm not disabled.
You are who God says you are. Thank you, Michael. Thank you. Edna, how were you like? You have cerebral palsy.
Yeah.
How was it like growing up? And what was the most light turning on moment for you? The experience that changed the way you choose to live your life?
I was a crying baby. I'm the firstborn of 4 kids, but mostly they say firstborn don't cry, but me, I was a cry baby. I cry a lot because if you watch Ake Popo Dorcas, that's the name they give to me because of the way I walk. And 1, 2, I didn't like growing up. I didn't like walking with mom because 1, 2, I trip and fall. And when you tell me, why did you fall, childhood, I'll be like, the stone choke me. There's always a stone that will choke me, that will fall and our heads. So what turned my life around was, as Michael said, Mom was like, first of all, during childhood, I normally like asking questions about life, how life is, why am I here, who is God, where does God come from? So as a child, I was curious of everything.
Right.
Don't go here, that's where I'll be. Eddie, you are different. I'm not different. If you say different, I'll get angry because I see myself to be even better than those who are. So I'm not different, but the turning point, me accepting that everything would be fine, is Mama was like, you are unique. You being unique. That word came to me when we went for the Ghana Grows the first time.
Right.
3 days before, Mommy was like, you are unique, you are different, you are special. So keep being yourself and God will see you through. So that was what kept me going. If you ask me why you this, I say I work shaku because I'm unique.
Edna, you definitely are unique. You definitely are special. And we thank God for the mothers who look into the lives and eyes of their children and speak life, speak truth, speak hope.
Yes.
Because hope makes such a huge difference between the person who stays behind and says, I can't make it, and the person who says that despite everything, I will make it.
Yeah. Those days, when you talk, I'll just tell you I've given up. it's done. I'm done. I won't do it again. And you go here, I won't go. I give up. That was my name. But mom turned everything around.
We thank God. So, Michael, you now are a disability, or should I say inclusion specialist, consultant. What made you go that way? Because I know that you are an HR person. That's what your training, your
That's my
background
training,
is.
Yes.
Why did you, well, I guess it's something to do with human resource, all right, but what made you choose to specialize in disability inclusion consulting?
I was thinking about this. And I would mention that I came into contact with a man and his wife. Mr. John Kusi-Mensah and his wife Rita Kusi-Mensah. They live in the UK. They put up an academy to train people on mindset. And when they met me, they realized that my mindset was fixed and solid.
Right.
But after going through their program of mindset and the fact that it changed my perspective, that they said, Michael, you have a story. Just think of sharing your story wherever you go. And God would open doors through that story. So then I decided to start sharing that story.
Right.
So the first place to go was to go to one of the big beverage companies in Ghana. I just want to mention this, but one of the big beverage companies in Ghana. And when I went, they were having a program and they wanted somebody to come and speak. And so I was told that the MD, who was a foreigner, she would want to, they've agreed for me to come and speak, but the MD wants to have some one-on-one with me to be sure that I won't come and disgrace the organization. So they want to have a test run with me, a meeting, sort of a test run.
Yeah.
So the HR director then turns and tells me that the woman hasn't got time. So Charlie, I beg, when you go,
Quick. Yeah.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
Make sure
You've done everything.
So I prayed and I went. I did my research about the organization. I did my research about what I did research and made sure that I went. And then when I started delivering, it was 1 hour. The woman was still sitting with me, and I told her, I mentioned her name. I said, "Do you realize it's an hour?" She said, "Oh my goodness, Michael." They canceled everybody. I was the only one meant to come and speak. So when I went there, and before going, because she's a white person, she thought she understood accessibility.
Yeah.
So when I was telling her that if I come, I'll need, oh, don't worry, our place is very accessible.
Yeah.
Everywhere is accessible. We'll park you at a ramp where you just move in. And then they did park me at the
Ramp
area. But then we went in the room where we're going to have the program. They had one step.
First point.
So whilst I was delivering mine, I made that example. When we finished, she said, you had to rub it in. So then she said, can you do a walk around here and point to us some of the things we need to look out for? So we went straight to the washroom. And the doors, the day I used the mobility scooter, which is a bit smaller than the normal wheelchair size. Yeah. So that could easily fit. But if I had a wheelchair,
it couldn't have
done it. So that is where that gave me that idea that no, there are a lot of people that need, organizations that need this.
Okay.
We need to do this.
Yeah.
So that confidence from there drove me straight to another multinational and then to other multinationals. And then we decided to build on that. And then that's where the
I see. Edna, you looked for work for about 7 years. You weren't getting work. In a nutshell, how did it feel like? And what made you decide to start your own business?
Well, First, it felt really sad because from the onset, I thought I was normal. I thought I was okay. So I went in myself. But I wasn't getting the opportunity to prove myself. So my younger brother, it was really attached to me. I was like, Eddie, since you don't want to feather, let me do the searching, and then maybe when they see you later on, there'll be a mind change. I had already told him to give up, but he was persistent. So he went, searched, did everything, and later she'll come and be like, I found a job. They say they want to see you. So I'll dress properly, go there, and immediately they see me, they are like, you can't. So it was a lot of you can't. So one morning I was like, I'm done. I can't. So I changed the story. Instead of you can't, I made it I can, because I know my potentials and I know my values. So if you employ me, I will employ you because I can. I have the ability to.
So tell us briefly about your business.
Well, Herb Gardens is a whole company that we produce things out of waste. We are trying to manage waste. So we produce things, and not just antiseptic, but a lot of things out of waste. So we started by doing antiseptic, and then the soap and detergent that we produce for people, and people were like, it was one of the best.
Yeah.
So we moved ahead to use waste for. We are entering into the carpentry space. Yeah.
Wow.
We are entering into the construction space.
Tell me something.
So we are using the tiles that people don't need anymore, that it's going to make waste. We are using it for furnitures.
Beautiful.
Shoes.
Wow.
Bags. We do a lot.
You do a lot.
It's called Name It and We Shall Be There.
Yeah.
Yes. So from now we are promoting what is out there.
Yeah.
They say jack of all trades, but we are jack of all trades, master of all.
Wow.
Jack of all, master of all. I love that. Recently, you had the privilege of being in the Young Innovators Awards. You won top 10 in the Young Innovators Awards, and then you also applied to the Enterprise Spotlight.
Yes.
And you went through over 468 entries. You came out as being the top 24, and then you were shortlisted to top 10. How did you feel?
I felt good. Even at the top 10, I felt proud of myself. And also, it even boost the people that was supposed to learn from me. At first, we will train, if not the MPs and the community leaders apart, just train about 5-6 people. But now we are graduating to 10-20 people now.
Wow.
Yes. We are having a recent training in the Catholic Church at Butchie.
Okay.
Yes, that is a massive one. That one is upcoming with a starter pack, a t-shirt, and then also 6 months of mentorship in which
Really?
someone would mentor you and then you become who you want to be.
Wow. Congratulations.
Yeah.
I'm very proud. I'm really, really proud. So, Michael, you were a judge on the Enterprise Spotlight, and hearing the stories from the persons with disability and the potential that they were looking to gain out of their business. How did you feel in terms of inclusion? Did you feel that inclusion is gaining grounds?
Yes.
Or did you feel that there's still
More
more to be? I'm sure you did feel there was more to be done, but how did you feel in the era
I
of
felt
inclusion?
proud.
You felt proud. Fantastic.
To be honest, I
Right.
felt proud to see disability on the center stage or at that level of a competition. That inclusion is being had and not just being at young people and girls, but persons with disability. And then the fact that the persons with disability that were on it also had unique, innovative, and very wonderful ideas and tenacity.
Yeah.
As for resilience, it's part of being a person with disability. But they had this tenacity to be able to showcase what they had. And all the three of them had fantastic problem-solving ideas.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
businesses.
Yes.
And so, and all that I could see was that they needed the mentorship to elevate. And that was, and the spotlight, I mean, that was awesome. Because, representation of persons with disability in media is very poor.
Right.
The only time you see a person with disability on media is about some sad story in some ghettos, crawling on the floor, begging for alms. So the narrative is
Negative.
But the spotlight highlighted the beauty of disability.
Yeah.
It highlighted the strength of disability. So to be a part of that program and also to be a part, and thanks to you actually to be given that honor to be a part of the judges on that program, for me it was mind-blowing. And to see the kind of caliber of young persons with disability and even without disabilities. And the interesting thing is that inclusion, you could see it, the synergy of them working together.
It was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
Well, if you're watching us and you're wondering what is the spotlight, I was talking about the Enterprise Spotlight that Springboard Roadshow Foundation was privileged to be the technical partner for the Enterprise Group. And they wanted to have to touch point with the community, the Ghanaian community, and to say thank you for over 100 years of believing in them. And they rolled out a business competition. And we had inquiries from over 1,000 people, but ultimately 468 people brought in their applications. Out of that, 24 young people were shortlisted. Edna was one of those 24. Then she went to top 10. Unfortunately, she got the top 10. And but Del Soy won the top award of 100,000 cedis. But every person, all 468 people, have been enrolled into a year's structured mentoring program. And we believe that if we are privileged or they are privileged to have an idea about another competition, when they go to that competition, they'll do better because now they are better prepared to challenge for the opportunity to grow their businesses. So yes, that's about Enterprise. Do go to our YouTube channel, on Springboard channel on YouTube, and you'll find all the episodes there listed for you. When people, sometimes when I hear inclusion, people just think about having the access, an accessible ramp and that kind of stuff for. But is that all that inclusion is about? What is inclusion? Do help us, educate us.
Okay, so, inclusion is like having a party, and then you invite me. Inviting me is diversity.
Right.
But inclusion is ensuring that I'm also invited to the dance floor.
Right. So if you should come there and the dance floor is not accessible to you, and you can't dance,
That's not inclusion.
It's not inclusion.
That's diversity. You have all diverse people of people there, but that is not inclusion. So inclusion is inviting me, but ensuring that I'm also able to partake in the dance and if you are providing the food, I'm also able to go and get my food and come and eat. Not somebody will go and pick the food and come and give it to me. I have to be able to go there. So that when we talk about accessibility, we are looking at ensuring that there's not a level, but there's equity. So where there needs to be a ramp, provide a ramp. So you may have a stairs, but there needs to be a ramp, provide a ramp. Don't end at the ramp. That's where you go to a lot of public spaces in Ghana, especially like these financial institutions or offices. You have a nice ramp to take you to the corridor. But to enter the building is one step. So that's not inclusion. So inclusion is you do that. Inclusion has to be intentional and deliberate. And which I always use Springboard Roadshow Foundation as one of my examples wherever I speak. Because being on the roadshow with the foundation, Springboard Roadshow Foundation, it was evident that the first day they realized that Michael was on. They didn't have certain things to make it more inclusive for me. But the subsequent road shows that we went, because they had now seen me, they started building the ramps onto the stages. Wherever we went, the accessibility was intentional. The kind of choice of cars that would pick me for me to be part of it. It was to the detail. It was intentional. So we need to be deliberate. If you are not deliberate about being inclusive, then whatever you do will not be effective. It will be efficient but not effective.
Right.
So you provide a ramp, but the washroom will not have a door
small,
for 2 doors.
or maybe even there's nothing to hold on to should you go to the bathroom, so on and so forth. So Edna, what are your closing thoughts, especially for maybe a young person with disability who may feel that he or she may not have what it takes? What do you want that person, what thought do you want to leave with that person for her to say, okay, I have a future?
Wow. Like, that person should just look deep down. There's something in you. Reverend Albert, last year, he told me, look deep down. There's something in me. Let it out. Today, I'm also telling you the same thing. Think deep. Dive deep. That thing will naturally float. It will bloom like a flower. Thank you.
Think deep, dive deep, and that which is in you will float naturally like a flower.
Yeah.
That's powerful. And therefore, so we come your way again with another insightful edition of the Springboard Hangout. Know that you are loved. You are blessed. You are the most important person in the whole wide world. We love you. Bye.